Hey guys! Welcome back to Fumbles and Fame. We are the crew playing Princess of the Apocalypse this week. I am your Dungeon Master tonight, DM Ben. And joining me will be Fausto.
Hi, I'm Fausto. I will play Zadas, the Triton Barbarian. I would like to say one thing to our DM. Why is my head so small on Twitch? It's like, shouldn't we all be more or less the same? Because size does matter, you know.
If you move your chair closer, your head will grow.
I'm just next to the table here, man. It's like I can't do much more. I think you should do some technical mumbo jumbo and make me bigger.
I will look into that whilst I introduce Kevin.
Hi everyone, tonight I will be playing Everal again, who is, and still is, the Tempest Cleric of Thor, not Tyr.
Frostier.
And then we have Jay off camera. Sorry. This is Fausto's fault.
Who's playing Gravak, the Paladin-Nift.
And then we have Stern.
I'm playing Gag, the Arakokra Ranger.
And we also might or might not have Eric with us tonight, but he's currently not with us. So we shall see. Actually, that's probably the reason why your head's so small, Fausto.
I saw now that you have fixed it. I mean, you are not only a wonderful DM and friend, but you're a gentleman.
To be fair, a gentleman would not need to be asked.
I am a very merciful god. That's
yes.
how we start. Yeah.
This is what happens.
How
when
many
we
more
don't...
gods do we need in this game?
This is what happens when we don't play for 2 weeks. I think the other
That's a
reason
fact.
could be that we're set up for fewer players right now. One thing that we should probably change out for our viewers as we... well, before we get too far, we've got to do the obligatory... We are not in any way, shape or form associated with Wizards of the Coast LLC, the creators of Dungeons and Dragons, although we love their products and play them often. That being out of the way, when we last met our heroes, they had gone down into the dungeon which the dwarf Brulthandar described as being an ancient ruin belonging to the ancient dwarven city of Tir Basil, a fortification under the Desaran Hills, which perished some 5,000 years ago. However, in this ruin we found the home of the water cult and the crushing wave, which our heroes valiantly crushed. So making their way back out to Riverguard Cape, we find our heroes victorious, and yeah, basically you guys have come up and find yourselves in the overworld. Now I just need to fix this because we're also in a situation where we gained a level.
Oh, more power.
Oh, what happened? Oh, the background's changed somewhat. How mysterious. I wonder if that is relevant to anything. So, guys, welcome to the chat. As always, we have the XP system going, which means that the more you watch Fumbles and Fame, the more XP you can accumulate, and you can actually spend it to be able to do cool stuff like give me advantage or disadvantage, give our players advantage or disadvantages, potions, all kinds of things. Even naming NPCs ridiculous names, apparently. Not one we've seen tested yet, and they don't pop up all the time, but who knows? Perhaps today is the day. So without further ado, you guys come up having taken your boat, the seventh shark, back through the winding underground tunnel that brings you out to Riverguard Keep. I assume the shark is in tow.
Crimson Tide, you mean?
The Crimson Tide, indeed,
Of course.
is following. Just one fin, sort of just like... who will now be a faithful guard, I believe, to the port in the keep.
Yes, he will.
And as you come out, the closer you get to the entrance, the more you can feel that there's quite a strong wind blowing through the tunnel. And as you get out into the open air, you realize that it is blowing very much indeed. And you can give me some perception checks. Straight into the action. All right. Let's see. So that's the four of you. It is indeed Everil. Your Genasi eyes notice on the horizon signs of a funnel-like object moving over the hills, and it's coming in the direction you are familiar with, a place you are familiar with. It's coming from Summit Hall, and it looks like there is a twister above it. You can see tufts of grass and trees being ripped up from the hills and just thrown up into the sky. And there is what appears to be a storm, oddly, without any rain.
God damn it. Guys, we have a problem.
When you point it out, it becomes rather obvious.
Yes.
How could we have missed that?
Well, you were in an underground tunnel.
How could we have missed that?
What happens?
It is
What happens,
still.
Avril?
It is still somewhat many miles away from where you are at present. So it is still like around about, I don't know, 10, 11 kilometers. So it's something that you can really only see in the distance. But the winds are still strong here.
What was in Summit Hall?
Like a tornado.
The Knights of Samular?
Yeah, oh, right, yes. It is home to the Knights of Samular.
Alright.
And I was planning on going there anyways, I think.
Yeah.
No, before the tornado above it.
Alright. Let's see. I just need to quickly change some settings.
It's a castle. If they get inside, I guess they would be fine.
Yes, the people of the keep have managed to scramble and sort of like shutter it up, protect it as much as possible from this sudden storm. Although the knights there look rather disturbed when you mention that there is something twister-like traveling through the hills in the direction of Summit Hall.
Oh. I guess we have to chase it.
Let's go there. Alright?
Storm chaser.
Alright.
Yeah, we're crazy like that.
So, you cross the river in your boat well enough. Normally, it would require some kind of additional skill to navigate these choppy waters, but Zardas's expertise comes in handy here, and he effortlessly guides the boat across to the other side, where you can make haste towards Summit Hall. And indeed, as you arrive there, you do find that the storm seems to have dissipated and calmed down by the time that you get close. But you can give me another perception check on your way.
Man, I'm so perceptive today.
You are
I'm not.
indeed.
See?
Definitely not. So let's see. Gak and Zardas, you look up to the sky and notice that there are large birds flying at high altitude that look to be bearing riders that seem to be flying off in the direction of the hills around Feathergale Spire, but not necessarily directly towards it.
Wait a second. When are we going to Summit Hall?
Yes?
Because it was, yeah.
That's like the opposite side than Feathergale Spire, right?
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're flying away.
Oh, they're going away from Summit. Okay, very well. Then let's
It looks like our buddies also chased down the storm.
They never
Yeah.
they never kept they never got too close to it. It looks like especially Zordis, you estimate that whoever is riding these flying creatures, they might have been watching the progress of the storm, but in which case they were flying rather dangerously close to it.
see. I say to the others, whoever was flying those creatures was clearly checking the storm. For some reason. Well, let's ask the people of Summit Hall what they have seen.
That's right. So you guys, after what will take you still several hours, you manage to arrive at Summit Hall. Let's see. You should... Why didn't that change? Oh, I know why. I'm not in player mode there.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, people, I have not set up correctly. What
Oh!
Question in chat, what happened to the previous 6 sharks?
You know, I think maybe you should all give him a big welcome because I think this guy is actually my brother.
Aha!
Yeah, because
say
Tutak.
Tutak.
I would like to say that Tutak was the name of a wonderful dwarf cleric from World of Warcraft that saved my life in more than an occasion. So yeah.
Oh.
I thought you meant your literal brother.
Yeah, also he's also my little
Okay.
brother.
Welcome,
He's also
Faustus
my
Miller.
little brother.
But it's more important that he played a dwarf.
Of course, that's priorities, man. Priorities.
Yes. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't take too much longer to load this up. And you guys should be seeing a blank map mostly because you're not on it yet. So let's add you to the map. Let's see. So, Grozak, Evron, Gak. Where did Sawdust go? There we go.
Uh-huh.
And Ayu is there somewhere. So can you see on the map?
Yes.
Alright, now I need to move the camera so that the folks at home can see on the map. So as you guys arrive, you see that the place is a shambles. Anything that wasn't made of stone or bolted down has come loose. You can see the corpses of cows and other livestock have just been battered into objects. The crops have been torn up. There are gaps in the wall where the wind has just pulled apart the stone. And you're approached by a squire that comes to the entrance, and seeing who it is, they...
Is that Proximal?
Sorry?
Is his name Proximal? Because I want to say, open the gate, Proximal! Open the gate!
No?
It's like,
Now,
oh,
now
Mr.
that
Sardis, sir. It says Proximo. There you go. Did you spend your XP for that Faust?
no, I tricked you into naming an NPC.
Ah! I should rename it to something else.
Something else.
We haven't got any redemptions yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. And he just says, "Oh, sir, glad to see you, but you are too late. They already came."
Zardas is never too late, Proximo. He arrives exactly when he means to.
You're not a wizard.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Not a wizard. Yes.
Not
You know the
quite.
wizard, Harry.
Lady Ushian and the knights are assembling a cleanup crew.
What
Perhaps-
happened here?
I would be happy to tell you. Well, not happy. It is... Well, you see, I saw these pilgrims approaching. They looked like they were wearing these masks, kind of bird-like, these feathery... I don't know what you would call them, like chokers or something. They had these feathers around the neck. Kind of weird. And they approached. And they said something strange. They said, Yansi Bin does not need the water to make a storm. And you will be punished. And then they clutched this strange orb. And they held it aloft. And all of a sudden there was this terrible, terrible noise. And from it erupted this funnel of air that just lifted everything up and tore things away. The cultists, if that is what they were, perished instantly from this horrible orb of destruction.
They sacrificed their own lives to cause this ruckus.
And they were smiling. They were smiling. Like they were
You will
glad
never-
to do it.
You will never forget that smile, right?
Oh no, it is seared in the backs of my eyes.
I see.
Those cultists, why are they always smiling when they do this?
Did you
Well,
Take one
probably
of their
because if they
corpses.
kill themselves, they at least know that we won't do it.
was there anything left of them, their corpses, or
I do not know. Perhaps if you search the nearby hills you might find something, but you can see the state of this place. You can see like there are
Yes.
parts of the roof have torn off. Fortunately the edifice is mostly made of stone, but like there's going to need to be immediate repairs. You can hear horrible screams of horses coming from the stables that are clearly injured. There are signs of, people, wounded people, bodies, things that shouldn't even be there, like mountain goats or something that have just been smashed against the walls.
will you be able to take care of your own fortress? I believe our strength are better spent searching for the cause of all this.
Lady Ushian is at this moment assembling teams to clean up and refortify the place. I think, fortunately, we have a stone keep, so it held even against the wind. But it was a very close call for many of us, and there are a few who are missing still.
I see.
Do you wish to meet with Lady Ushin? Shall I tell her you have arrived? Or are you in a rush?
Perhaps it's prudent we first take stock of the situation here and might that she can tell us more.
Oh, fair, yes. Fair enough, Initiate. Please, come with me.
Oh yeah, Grashak, you are a member of this order, right?
Yes.
Right.
Alright, so you guys get brought in through the courtyard and brought into a second courtyard. Let me move the camera.
We did get a redemption now. A
Oh.
cheers from Anardovi, but
Hey, Anna.
I don't think they want us to drink because it says stay dehydrated.
Aww.
I don't know. Anarch, you'll have to answer that yourself.
Anyway, cheers.
I am still thirsty, if that's any consolation. Alright, so...
I'm sure you are.
Lady Ocean.
She looks over and says, "This sorcery has taken us by surprise. We were ill-prepared for this cultist. Proximo here has informed me of what he saw. Many of us never even saw them. Do you know anything more of this foul magic? This orb of destruction?"
They mentioned something about not needing the waters. And we did just cause a grave blow to the water cult.
You did? Please, tell me,
Yes.
what has happened?
We went into an ancient dwarven temple or city. What was it? Where we learned that an evil elemental cult had taken root.
I see. Is this the one that the dwarven sage Brulthenda mentioned?
Yes, correct. Yes.
So it is true. The ruins of Tir Basil are beneath our very feet.
Yes.
But you were able to root out the water cult?
Yeah, we've
Yes.
done a pretty good job, I think.
Excuse me. Sorry. Go ahead.
Do you have some sort
Brazak.
of... Will you continue to interrupt me?
Perchance.
Initiate Grasek, is there any kind of evidence, some kind of trophy from the defeat of this creature?
We have managed to take a scale and part of a horn of the creature, as well as the weapon of the commander of the base. What I actually wanted to report is that in these ruins there were also pathways leading to various directions, which might be used by other cults or other cultists to move about without being spotted.
I see. From what the dwarven academic has explained, it would have been quite a comprehensive ruin. Perhaps there is more to it. Perhaps that is where they are based, but does it make sense that an air cult, if that is, well, let us assume such a twister, such a tornado as we have just seen, I can't imagine it is a water cult or fire cult or earth cult for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
But you truly defeated this villain, the one that was known as Gar Shatterkeel, our intelligence says.
Yes, he was slain by Zardas here.
Then step forward, Initiate Grazek.
I step forward.
Kneel before me.
I kneel and bow my head down.
She draws her sword and holds it up high, and then ceremoniously place it on each of your shoulder and says, "Arise, Sir Grazek. You have proven yourself as one of us through trial by combat. Welcome to the order."
One of us.
I am quite honored, but I do not think that now is the time for me to be administered. Therefore, we find the culprits to this
Then I charge you with doing
catastrophe.
so as your very first mission as a Knight of Samula. Please,
Of
my
course,
friends,
my
you
lady.
are all welcome here. If you need to rest or resupply, we will make do as best as we can, given our current situation. But I'm afraid we have been somewhat decimated by this attack. Perhaps if you can find the source of the air cult and bring them to justice.
Say, we heard that they were wearing masks, correct?
That is what the reports have been saying. That is what Proximo mentioned.
If has anyone of the survivors gotten a description of them? I seem to remember we've encountered people with such masks, maybe.
I can bring up a picture of the description, I believe. Let's see.
What I remember, so we know actually where the entrance is to the other temple, right? It was like near to the one we fought, or how was it again?
Through your exploration of the temple, you have found two paths that could lead you deeper into the complex. One of them had a noticeable wind or like draft coming from the direction. The other one, a subtle sort of rumbling, as if some vibration was coming from its direction.
Okay, so no, we want to go to the wind one, I guess.
Yeah, they sound like the biggest threat right now.
Yes. Okay, then I say we have no time to lose. Let's leave as soon as possible, and let's go face these creatures.
A man of action. Are you sure you do not wish to join our order as well?
Heavy armor and duty never really fit me, milady. But I can assure you, Grassak is twice as much the man that I would ever like to be, and half as much the man that I can ever possibly be. So, yes.
That is high praise for Sir Grassak. I wish you well, then.
Well deserved. Unless the others want to rest here or something, go.
I'm fine without the rest for now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go there, wherever the wind blows. See what I did there?
Oh.
Although I do think it would be good to at least have a look through the surroundings. Maybe can find some.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Trails or any sign of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are traveling via the air, but let's say you guys are heading. Okay, why don't you give me a survival check then? One of you who's leading this.
Shall I?
Sure.
I think that would probably make the most sense. Let's see. Let's put you back on the Dasaran Valley.
Oof.
You're at Summit Hall.
That's a great roll.
I mean, you're being assisted by the others, so you should have advantage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the tornado has obliterated any trace of evidence that might help you. Your best clue right now is either the figures you saw flying off in the direction of the spire, or that passage that is deep within the bowels of the temple.
Yeah, let's take the passage. I mean, that's our...
I think that makes most sense.
Okay, well, it's going to take you to do all of this. You're probably spending the greater part. Let's see, how many miles a day can you guys normally travel? Isn't it like
30 or something?
24? Okay,
30,
so
24.
you can get there and back without too much effort. It's probably like getting towards the equivalent of evening by the time you do arrive back at Riverguard Keep. And you guys, did you take a long rest down in?
Well, if we didn't, we'll take it now. Like, we'll go fresh.
I think we took a short rest, but not a long one. So yeah, sounds good. Going in the morning.
Yes. Okay. So it'll be first thing the next day, and I just need to set up this by placing you where you are supposed to be. Now let's say I think it is. Where is it? Odd. Just looking for a description here. Why does it not say? Some parts of this module are not the best planned. Let's say maybe it's in here. C20. Yes, okay, I know where you are. So, I will temporarily move you back to the Temple of the Crushing Wave. And let's say you guys were all... I will move you into place, hopefully. Where the hell is... Oh, that's right, you guys went down by the water. Okay. Alright, and then I need to move the map so you guys can actually see yourselves.
Yeah.
So, on the opposite end of the lake, you, get that dot off, Grazak. You saw what appeared to be a, over here, there is what looks to be a portcullis. A crudely built iron gate looks like it is a new addition to the ancient dungeon blocking the passage. A heavy chain and padlock secure the gate.
Okay. I guess it's time to... we never found the key of store.
No, it does have a lock, and it looks like it could technically be picked by someone that was skilled in lockpicking. Although I'm not sure anyone...
Is there anybody here skilled in
No,
lockpicking?
no one is.
In which case, perhaps brute strength or magic could accomplish the deed.
I think I have both.
Got a magical.
We could
axe.
try breaking the lock, I guess.
What do you need? Athletics?
It's strength check.
I have a crowbar.
Sure.
Sure, you could
Give me
use
the
the
crowbar.
crowbar to get advantage on the check.
Okay. Should I try? I take the crowbar and I go.
Alright.
A 15.
A 15 is not even enough to make a bend in it.
Ah! Been been walking too long, I guess. Grasak, you seem to be a tough guy. You wanna try?
I will give it my best try, yes. Strength, pure strength. Let's go.
A 17. It's good.
It seems the bars are firmly fixed in place.
Could we drip acid on it and break the lock?
Perhaps you could.
Then I'll touch the lock with my Megalodon axe after having sprinkled a bit of Ogremok blasting on it.
You guys can make your way through and break through to the other side. You're unable to do so quietly, but you figure out after a while it's actually easier to break the lock rather than trying to break the bars themselves. And you manage to do so, although the echo of the strikes is noticeably echoing throughout the caves. Let's see, and you arrive at the start of a passage. Now I'm going to assume one of you has the light spell on. And I'm going to move you over to this other map. And you will be in the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, alright. Very well, guys. Another day of work. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see a passage. You can also hear the sound of some kind of strange machinery in the distance coming from the west. It's enough that you can sort of feel the vibrations and hear the noise of some kind of stone against stone, some kind of grinding. And beyond that, let's see, you can also hear, there we go, maybe that's it. You can hear, or rather feel, a breeze that sort of permeates this passage. There's no light in these tunnels. An enormous... wait, hang on a second. Okay, so the ceilings of this area are about 15 feet high. So there's enough room for Gak to fly closer to the ceiling and avoid attacks at ground level. There is... the doors are made from stone slabs balanced on central pivots, the same dwarven architecture you've noticed in the other large temple complex that you visited previously. And essentially it looks to be a continuation of the dwarven city ruins, although it's hard to tell at this point what their function might have been once upon a time. So you see before you two doors to the west, and to the north another door, and what looks to be a corridor that branches out both to the east and west, the eastern passage traveling north. What do you want to do?
I would like to go to this very first door, and is it locked?
The door does not appear to be locked. Let's see. 14. It looks to be like some kind of. Well, sorry, the door is not locked. Do you want to push it open?
I definitely want to do that, and I will do it.
Okay, let me just make sure I can select this. Why can't I select you? There. So you open the door, and it reveals a more or less intact. What passes for a dwarven dwelling? There are shards of rubble, broken pottery, and bits of bone littering on the floor. The furnishings and decorations have long since been removed by the ravages of time. Alright, so I need to check. Let's see. I need to roll a d20. Oh, I've heard that Eric is getting ready to join us. So could one of you guys let him know that it's cool to just join in whenever?
Yeah, I did.
Mhm.
Okay. But he's not on cam yet.
Ah,
So
he's on roll 20 though.
he is on roll 20.
Yeah.
There we go. So hopefully he'll be joining us momentarily, and we'll just have to reshuffle the cameras, but it should all work straight away, I think. There we go.
There he is.
Hey.
Well, hopefully he is. There we go.
Hey,
Hey, sleepyhead.
sorry about that, guys.
It'll happen.
It's okay. It's the time difference.
To be fair, it's 3 in the afternoon. I should not have slept this long.
All right.
Don't ruin it.
So Eric, you guys have you went to the surface. You discovered that the Summit Hall, which is the home of the Knights of Samuel, was being ravaged by a twister, which was tearing up the place. And you guys are now pursuing the air cult by delving deeper into the ruins of Tir Basil, the dwarven ruins in which you found the water cult. So you've travelled to the west of the map through a sort of barred off section, and you've just emerged literally moments ago in the temple. You can hear the distant sound of stone grinding against stone, and Zardos has just opened one of the dwarven doors, which is not on a hinge on the side, but a central hinge, so it sort of just turns sideways, revealing what appears to be a quarter, and within it, you see that it is empty.
Very well.
Nice.
There is an additional
Oh, shut
door
up.
and the remains of furniture.
Let's proceed.
I will follow Zadas. Because I'm tired of this life.
Well said. Follow me, and you will get a new life, Emerald. Life of adventure.
What about
Or
Thor?
a painful death.
Ha! What is the difference? Is this door closed?
It is closed, indeed, but you are able to push it and open it.
That's what I do.
Alright, revealing
Ah, a
a
corridor.
corridor beyond, unoccupied, and it seems to just the. It does seem like the grinding sounds of stone are louder here.
I shall check for traps then.
Okay, make
We send the monkey.
make a perception check then.
A 23.
You think
Nice.
the stonework in there is just regular masonry, as far as your eyes can tell.
Very well.
Your
It's still
Triton
safe.
eyes.
Follow me.
I will follow you.
Door exploration quest. Alright, so you arrive at the further door, and I trust you wish to push it open.
That is exactly what I want to do.
All right.
Ah, you Grashak. Don't stay behind. Come, join us.
You
I will
also,
catch up in a moment.
This also seems to be some kind of dwelling, and much like
We're
the
just
one before
dwelling
it,
dwellings.
it seems to have been long ago abandoned. And you do see a door against the opposite side of the room, and yet again this rumbling is growing louder.
I want to follow the rambling, but I see there is only one door, so I guess I will go to that door.
Yes.
Let's go on a search. Does this place look inhabited in any way? Like,
The furniture is all twisted and broken for the most part.
okay.
Are
maybe
there
a-
chests?
Yeah, maybe a rapid check. You know.
You can make an investigation if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
A 12.
You don't find anything of in the debris of interest. Neither does Everall.
Okay.
Then
Of
door
course
it
I trust you,
is.
Zaras.
Okay. Quick
Why
question.
wouldn't you, Avril?
Who is the light
have no
source here?
I will probably be the light source. It's standard on my shield.
Right. Yep. Okay.
I've got dark visions.
By the light of Thor.
By the light of Thor.
Why don't we just get?
So it's
like,
a bluish light, like lightning.
Ah.
Fair enough.
So why don't we just get a continual flame or something like that, or a candle of eternal burning?
I don't know, where do you buy that stuff?
You need an eternal flame,
Huh.
or as you might call it, an continual flame.
Well, we could run back to that dwarven place and just slam one of the torches off the wall. They had a continual flame or something like that, didn't they?
They did.
Pretty
but they
sure
were
they weren't breakable.
they were made of stone rather, so integrated into the walls. So I trust
I'm
you
sure
wish to push open this door.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you open the door.
Also, excuse me, just can I do one meta comment?
Yes.
I mean, Avril, you can create continual flame.
Yes, I know.
It's a cleric spell, so.
I know.
Ah, you know that.
That's
okay.
why I asked.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
The hint was there for you, like, don't use that.
Oh, sorry.
But
Misadas.
I don't know what to use it on, so I need something because it.
Your
He has-
shield, where
he
you
has
do
a-
always your
Oh wait, who's the fire guy?
Me.
Do you mind if I put it on your head?
Oh yeah, sure. That totally won't go wrong. Go ahead, set it right up
Your-
there.
It
Your
creates no
head
heat.
is
It doesn't
on
use
guys,
oxygen, so
guys.
it doesn't burn actually anything.
Let's not get
Put it like-
fixated. Let's not
Let's
get
like
fixated.
put it right between my horns, right at the tip, so it looks like my horns are magically holding it.
Wow. Can the continual flame look like a crown fire?
It's magic, of course it can.
You are like
but it needs to be on an
Hellboy's,
object, so you need
Hellboy's
to wear a
girl.
helmet or something,
Okay.
or a crown.
Fuck
Okay,
it,
well-
do it.
We got another cheers from Miora.
Miore. Hey,
Yay.
cheers, my friend.
I
My
needed
friend, I
that.
don't have drink here. What is this? I'm going to drink from my phone.
Cheers.
Poor planning.
Where are my drinks?
So
The next crown we find, we will put on Ayu's head, and then we'll put
Yes,
a continual
we're
flame
going to
on
do
it.
that. I like that. Okay, so I see another hall here. Going around because I can,
you
and
you do feel that the grinding stone is coming from behind the wall to the north.
oh,
Yeah.
this. Okay, great. Then
However, Gak, you have noticed out of the corner of your eye that
It
there
looks
is
like some movement, right?
Yes, indeed.
Movement?
Well, not movement.
Like,
You see the outline of a huddled figure that seems to be suspended. So you can only probably just see like the knees of a figure.
I raise my hand for the others, like in a sign to be quiet and stop. I point in the direction where I saw the part of that person.
Okay, guys, I have a new idea here. Why don't we take a prisoner so we can ask stuff? I know it's completely, I mean, it's out there as an idea, but I think it can work full time.
Who are you and what have you done with Zalas?
Just one. Let's just take one. Oh, maybe it can save us some time.
Didn't
Try.
you do this last time? Knock them out and never ask them questions.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It worked.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
Can
see
we?
what it
Can I stealth in the direction that Gak said?
Sure, you can try to stealth in that direction. Although
Okay, I hugged the wall.
the bright
Then I-
light in these
I
conditions
will-
makes it difficult.
Oh yeah, of course. No, okay, then
I will give Zardis guidance.
Okay.
no,
Make
it's fine.
your-
But I mean, it's true. We have a lot of light, so you know what? I will still take that guidance because I'm going to do a different thing. I will
Take it.
boldly step forward and say, whoever you are, you can still save your life. Surrender and answer some question. Then I
When
will
you-
try to intimidate the living sea out of it.
When you arrive around the corner, you see that there is an obelisk to which is inscribed with ancient pictographs. The peaks scraping the 15-foot high ceiling, and each, or rather, it has a gaunt human tied to the base, and they're dressed in these robes, wearing this mask. I can show you approximately what he
Okay.
looks like. But the guy looks very, very ill. And in fact, he looks like he's utterly exhausted.
Oh.
And so weak that he doesn't respond at first, and then says, "Yeah, Zibit, is that you? Have I learned to survive on air alone?"
What? Have you learned to survive on air alone? Is it say?
Yes, and as you round the corner, you can sort of just make out the shape of additional, what appear to be initiates, which are fastened to these obelisks, and you see on the ground in the light of your light there that there are mosaics depicting what appear to be dwarven gods, one in particular with a huge warhammer slung over his shoulder. Which anyone that's at least from the Forgotten Realms will instantly recognize as Moradin.
Maybe we need to put this guy out of his misery.
Wait, maybe. I look at him and I say, "Clearly, you are alive. So you must been doing something right. But tell me more about this Yan Sibin. Who is she or he or they?"
He
He.
is the elemental prince of air. He is the thing which gives life and destruction. He gives and he takes away, and I am yours, Lord. I will survive on breath alone.
Yes, you are doing a wonderful job.
Am I worthy?
You are worthy. You're worthy, and I want you to keep using that air, keeping it out of your lungs, and talk to me. Can you do that for Yan Sibin?
Anything for you, my lord.
Very well. Where is the leader of this temple?
Only the worthy know.
And are you not worthy?
Am I not worthy?
there an echo here, or? I think you're worthy.
They have. Are you here to let me free?
Well, I think we should first ask your leader here if that's a possibility. So if you could direct me where his or her or their room are, maybe I can ask.
Well, perhaps you could. But I still do not know.
You do not know. I see. Well, I think Jan Sibin will soon provide enlightenment to you, so you hang in there, and we'll see you on the way out, all right?
Okay. Will it be soon?
It will be as soon as Jan Sibin thinks it's enough.
Very well.
Where's Grashok? I don't see him.
He's still back at the door that came into this hallway.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess we'll.
The machinery is quite clearly coming from the other side of the door. In fact, you can give me.
Then let's go check it.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's alright for everyone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd rather not let any weird machinery go about doing its job. If they're hanging people up to become whatever that guy is.
Okay, so you push open the door, and a scene unfolds in front of you. You see
Wow.
these immense wheels of stone. Two massive stone pillars thread holes in the floor and ceiling of the vast chamber. Stone crossbeams pierce the pillars to form spokes, creating giant wheels. Two robed figures whip five sorry-looking humans into pushing against the crossbeams of the westernmost wheel with all their might. As the wheel turns slowly counterclockwise, you hear the grinding of enormous gears hidden deep beneath the stone floor. They look up in your direction, their eyes sort of like squinting from the lack of light, and the masked figures look towards you and say, "Who are you?"
Who are we? Who are you?
They asked first, though. I mean.
Yeah, but I'm not obligated to answer.
Okay.
I
I am Evril,
He's several.
cleric of Thor, and I'm here. Jesus.
You are
I'm here to put an
clearly.
end to this.
Oh, okay, a threat. In which case they say, "It will be your doom." And they seem to be preparing to attack.
All right. Wait, who is they? Because I only see one guy.
Yes, well, no, there's two.
there. Sorry, there I saw him.
Yes. So let's get some initiative going.
Remember, kids, a battle a day keeps poor training away.
Only one.
Ouch.
And he was like, "Yay!
Ah,
Finally!"
I forgot to select my token.
Shit.
Okay. So, stepping forth. Let's see. You forgot to select your token.
Yeah.
So just re-roll it and change your initiative back to the original one. Oh, and I should probably move the initiative so that the people at home can follow along.
I
Okay.
can't actually change it. Wait, my num lock was off. Okay, so now it's fixed.
Very good. So you see that the priest in the western corner moves his hands about. And
I had a 23.
Oh, 23?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, Gax first.
Yeah. Yeah, as part of my class, I have advantage on initiative.
You can't really see where you are too much of what's going on, aside from Everill's bold statement.
Well, I will move into the room for now. Are the priests already taking hostile action against us at this point?
Everill just challenged them.
Yeah, but I draw my bow, but I am not shooting yet.
Okay. Sure.
Does that mean you hold your action?
Yeah, in case they run up to me to attack, I will shoot. But so I ready.
So, the first priest summons a witch bolt directed at Everill.
Ooh.
With a 22 to hit,
That is gonna hit.
which does 32 lightning damage.
What?
Which gets halved because I am resistant to lightning.
Excellent. Yes, you
are
feel
you
the power of Tor coursing through your veins.
Tor protects, real shit.
Well, actually, it's in his blood. Ayu,
Yeah, it is.
it is your turn.
Well, I need to get a better look into this room, so I'm gonna kind of like move up here.
So you can see a
It's
number
just,
of enslaved commoners.
Unwilling to really attack any of the slaves. I'm just gonna frostbite
This one?
one of the dudes that's not a slave. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, the one you can see straight above you.
He needs to make a DC 15 Constitution check.
Alright, Constitution it is. Let's see. A 4. So,
He takes 11 cold damage and has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
okay. That's bad for him. Let's see. Let's put that on to note that he has disadvantage for his next weapon attack, did you say?
Yes.
Specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and let's see.
That's
he
my
also
turn.
took 11 cold damage. Oh. There we go. Wait, did I?
Because I already know what Zardes is going to do, so I hope it works out.
Talk to him, you mean, or?
Yeah, talk to him with your Megalodon axe.
Zardes.
So these things, this machine.
Yeah.
What is going on here? They are these slaves are moving the machine, or they are tied to the machine. What are they doing?
Have you ever seen
Conan.
Conan? Yes, the Wheel
Yeah.
of Pain.
Okay. Buddy. The Wheel of Pain. Okay, very well. Okay, then I perfectly understand what's going on here.
Only none of them look like they've become Arnold Schwarzenegger from years of pushing.
No.
This thing.
All right. So and there's only these two guys, only the two howling hatred priests
That you can see, yes.
that I can see for the moment. Okay, then we just started. I will run up to one guy, recklessly, without raging though, and I will hit him with my axe. So reckless, and let's see what happens.
Yes, indeed.
I'm a class 17.
17. Let's see.
Yeah.
He sees you coming, and he is wearing some armor. It would not normally have been enough to block your your blow. He does seem to be quite dexterous, and it's only studded leather.
All right.
But he's unable to fully dodge out of the way. But he summons this barrier of air, essentially a shield spell.
Ah, my enemy. Okay. Okay, then I will make him a second attack, hoping for a crit at this point.
I feel like he just did the Raiden thing, where he just like puts that little wall of lightning up in his hands to
Yeah.
block an attack.
Here we go. Took. Wow. Okay.
The
well,
wind is so forceful that it just completely misdirects your weapon.
He lives another day,
Indeed.
another round, another round.
And he laughs maniacally at you. Ha ha ha!
Well,
And
we
it
can
is-
see he's a villain.
It is his turn. Yes, it's quite clear from his voice that he is indeed a villain. Probably more obvious when he let's see, he will send a witch bolt crackling towards Zardas.
Disadvantage because he's in melee.
It's a spell attack.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes.
disadvantage because-
Which misses.
Okay. I will agilely dodge it out.
Yes.
By the way, it was disadvantage, advantage, disadvantage because I was reckless, but the 7 is what counts.
Yeah. Luckily.
Yeah.
Grozek.
Yes. I move in. I see that Sarah has that guy pinned down. I shall go for the other howling hit. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nearly getting there. Thus I shall.
How did you? You were here. 1,
No,
2,
I-
3, 4, 5, 6.
Is on the other side of the door, right?
I was
yeah,
at the other
he
side
was
of the door.
still outside.
Ah,
the
you were
door.
not inside. Ah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, but you were inside of the.
Ah, sorry.
So I shall use flame.
Okay. So an 11's going to miss.
Oh well.
He just dodges out of the way. Everil,
Yes.
time to make good on your promise.
Show these people who is the real air guy.
Yes, I will try. I will run closer to the guy to the left.
Okay.
And I will cast spiritual weapon behind him.
Really? Spiritual weapon? I never saw that coming.
No, really?
Now he's got a war on two fronts going.
Yeah.
Oh, we got good rolls today, guys. Come on.
Yeah, well,
You embarrass yourself again. That
Yes.
was not your full action though. That you did a move and a bonus action. Is there anything else you wish to
yes.
do?
Nah,
Okay.
that's it.
No
Oh,
cantrips?
you know what? I will dash and just get next to him.
All right. You do so. And Gak.
I will move a bit further into the room. And I shoot at the guy facing off Sadas.
Okay.
Jeez. What's
Miss.
going on today?
And I shoot again.
Yeah.
I feel like
This-
all of our respective gods have abandoned us.
Mhm.
Despite the buffeting winds, you managed to get an arrow through his defenses. And he will take then 13 points, right?
13.
Yeah, 13
Since-
points, because
he's-
I've got a greater favorite enemy now.
Yes. And that's your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I took my attack action and my move, so.
Alright. The Howling Hatred Priest in front of Everil sneers at him. And let's see. He says, "How dare you approach me?" and he conjures a gust of wind, which creates a 10-foot wide line, so it'll affect both Endril and Grozak at least. And hell, he can even get Gak, since it's 60 feet long. And basically, you guys need to make a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And
When you start your turn.
Oh, when you start your turn. Okay, sorry. So, in addition, it's going to affect movement. Okay. Are you?
Well, let's step in this room, see what's going on. Oh! That line's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I always love denying the witch. I shall cast a spell magic on it.
Alright. It is a 3rd level spell. Oh, maybe it's even 2nd. I'm not sure.
It's 2nd level. Evocation 2.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So, it is dispelled.
And that's my turn.
Curses you, witch! Zardus.
Okay, is he still covered by wind?
No, the shield seems to have dissipated temporarily.
Okay, then let's try this again. Took. Oh, jeez.
Wow, we are on the roll here.
A 21.
Alright, the 21, like, he actually starts laughing at you maniacally, twiddling his moustache, and leaves a horrible opening, and you're just able to crush him.
37 points of damage.
37.
37, yeah.
We did get a bunch of redemptions in. Xilium sent in 2 advantages, one for Ayu and one for Zadas.
Yoo-hoo.
Thank you,
And
Zillia.
Rena Bean sent in a Dungeon Master disadvantage. Surprise, Ben, you binge.
Thank you, Rena.
Is the guy dead?
No.
No, okay.
He's barely clutching on, and his eyes are wide, and he's like, "Young sibling, protect me."
He is like a balloon. You must pop him fully.
Are you able to do anything fancy?
No, that's it.
Alright, then it is his turn. So what he's going to do is he's going to turn into a mist. So he casts gaseous form. So him and everything he's wearing transforms into a misty cloud. Let's see. Can pass through small calls. And the thing is, he's gonna try and make an escape going straight up out of your reach.
Opportunity attack.
It will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Come, my friend. Let's see if I can kick air. Here we go. It's a crit! So, yeah. 23 points of damage.
You see that you bring your magically infused axe passing through his misty body, and it just sort of catches and transforms him back into flesh and blood, and you just see this half-split, smeared remains of bubbling acid as the acid bites into him, and you just hear this horrible gurgle as he passes from this world.
I look at his body and I say, flesh, air, Poseidon makes no difference.
You just raises a wing straight to her mouth like,
Grozak.
oh! That's foul.
You skipped Grozak.
Yeah.
What? Did I? No.
Yeah.
Where is... Not again.
I'm
What?
50. I don't know, man. I think you hate me.
Oh,
We
Grozak.
love you, Grazak.
It's never
Do it every
intentional.
session, man. Every session.
Not every session. I haven't done it for a good while.
As punishment, I shall have to hit you now. Hard.
You can try.
I'll stand here.
Yes. Give yourself advantage as you flank the priest. And you strike him down with, or strike into him rather with Stone Slicer. So he takes 14.
Knock him
And
Are you going to knock him down? Yes. Okay. Alright, so he will make a strength saving throw. You knock him down. Which will provide you with advantage on your next attack, which you already have anyway.
so now we bring down the pike of the Stone Slicer straight down. For another, see, acid is always, I think. It's only the strength save that's one. I thought the acid was always.
Yeah, the strength save was only once per
Yeah.
turn,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. Well, yeah, it's but the one the attack rolls deals 1 additional damage and 1d4 acid damage. So it only does once the strength save, but the acid is all.
yep.
What? Yeah, I counted it.
Okay. And then that is it for me.
Yep. He is not looking very well. And is screaming from where the acid has made contact with his skin. So now it is Everil.
Mm-hmm. First off, bonus action spiritual weapon.
Alright.
So 22.
A 22. Are you using your advantage?
Yeah, because he's prone.
Oh, does that apply to spiritual weapons as well? I guess it is.
If it counts as a
attack.
melee
It's a
attack,
melee
I
attack,
guess.
Guess so, yes. So that's a hit.
For 8 force
8
damage.
force damage.
Bring down the hammer.
Yeah. And then, I will bring down my hammer. Oh, Jesus.
13 is a pitiful miss.
Yeah.
A pitiful.
Why?
It's not time yet.
No. The gods haven't hurt me yet.
Right. So, in which case it's Gak's turn.
Okay, we got one more redemption, a cheers from Xilium.
Hey.
So, cheers!
Thank you.
Cheers.
Against ranged, prone has, I get disadvantage, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might as well. I won't have enough time to run up to him anyway for melee.
Could hold action until he stands up.
I thought you were flying at 60 or something.
It is a miss.
Yeah, I can fly 50 feet, but no.
Okay.
Normally, you're just feeling a little bit off.
Yeah, apparently.
We're all feeling a bit off.
We need to all sit down and commune with the spirits or gods or whichever one you believe in, and just take 5 minutes.
You know, I created, so that's fine.
Oh. Dude, it's still disgusting though.
Alright, the priest looks at the commoners and says, "Don't just stand there, you fools! Attack them!"
Why don't you attack me?
I look at them with his gaze like, really now?
And he is also...
Save yourselves.
He's going to cast a witch bolt again.
Oh, Jesus.
This time at Well, let's roll a die. Either of you guys flanking him. So, Grozak.
Okay.
But a 13 is a miss.
Yes, it is.
And he just opened himself up to it. Well, no, he had disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Right, so the question is, will the commoners get involved or not? It is Ayu's turn.
IU is going to produce flame and attack the dude. Yeah. No. That's probably a miss.
Oh, sorry, he would have gotten up as well.
No, he can sit down.
Just knock him down again.
A 13 probably misses, and while she's throwing it, she looks at the commoners and tells them, "Stand your ground, and there might be food in it for you. There's no need to risk your lives."
You hear someone grumble at the back, "Oh, food!" Zardas,
Food is a common talking ground for a lot of races.
it is.
So do these guys look like they're about to fight, or?
They look uncertain considering the fact that the guys are beat, but they do look like some of them look like they are prepared to do something at the moment.
Okay. Then I will look at them with my shark eyes. I will point my axe at them, and I will say, "You only just think of fighting, and I will slaughter you like this piece of crap at my feet."
Alright, make an intimidation check with advantage.
18.
They all just like look at you and they're like, fuck this shit.
You better. And I start moving 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's me.
Alright. Grozak.
I mean, you should have stayed down.
He might make the save. You never know. He didn't make the save. In fact, he didn't even survive the blow.
Could I choose to knock him out?
Yes.
Then I
You
will
can
so.
do that. Alright. So he's not dead. He is at one hit point and is knocked out for a few hours.
Thanks for the help, Krozak.
What?
The commoners sort of look about, not really knowing what they're supposed to do.
I grabbed this one, the first one.
I do not.
The leader. Where is he?
What leader?
Don't you have a high priest or something?
They think you just knocked that one out and killed that one. Those are the guys that came to
Those
our
are the guys?
village and told us about Yancy Pin and that we
Okay.
have to join the cult or else
No,
our families will all die.
Your family will be alright because today we're going to bring this place down. Go back home, start your life again, and don't ever join a cult ever
Okay.
again.
I don't know where to go. It's dark
Oh.
outside.
Is it?
It is.
We can show them the
Right,
way
it-
to our boat.
I did promise some food.
Otherwise, yeah. Wait here until we're finished.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Do you?
All of
do
you?
Are you afraid of the sight of blood?
They sort of look suspiciously at the pools of blood coming from the.
Yeah, because we're going to have a conversation with the other guy there. We're going to Pleasant, so maybe you want to go to the opposite side of the room.
They will, and they will partake of the food that's offered to them.
Alright.
I'm gonna give them all good berries.
It seems
Oh.
like they haven't really eaten for quite a few days, and on top of that, whoops.
Oh, I did not put anything in for good berry. It seems.
I'm sure you have some rations or something like that.
I feel bad for these guys, so I'm gonna give them a good berry.
Oh, actually, yeah. I asked the guys, what are these wheels for? What are you doing?
The they never told us, but I believe the priests know.
All right, let's talk with this guy then.
All right. To do so, you will need to heal him or wait until he comes to.
A little touch, Grasek. What do you think?
I'll heal him for 1 hit point.
Just one.
All right. Technically, yes, that will wake him up. Actually,
You
just
don't even
looks-
have to use a point. I'll just give him a good berry. It restores 1 HP. I'll look it up.
So you did
I
have
can
good
make
berry.
technical. Yes, I do have the spell. I just forgot to fill out the spell description.
Okay. Oh, that's what you meant. All right, fair enough.
Yes.
So the priest sort of comes to. Have you made any effort to restrain him or gag him or anything?
Yeah,
like
you
that?
know, like
Restrain
we take away. Does he have like spell components?
He has what looks to be a holy symbol that is in the shape of well, I can show you what it looks like. It looks like this.
Uh-huh.
It's in the shape. We should break that thing.
So you can make a religion check with advantage.
Not very religious, but eh.
Oh, you kind
21?
of are. It is a symbol.
Hey.
Everil in particular is probably quickest to say, well, that's obviously an elemental symbol representing air. And
It was meant.
it's not too hard to draw the conclusions that it is the symbol of Yancy being this entity that they were speaking of. Who's not, whilst not as widely known as the gods themselves, is an elemental force of air. And an evil one at that. The priest comes true and glowers at you and chides all the former supplicants in the corner eating the good berries and says, Yancy Bilu, he will take you all. He will remove the air from your lungs.
He can certainly try. For my breath is endless.
Right.
The children of Yancy Bin can make such claims.
Yep, he speaks true.
And you are a wayward child, and your father will punish you.
Be as it may, but I will not be punished by the likes of you.
There is nothing that you could do or say to me that would make me give up my god.
That's what the water cult said too, before we smashed them apart.
And fire gold.
You all just have not realized your true potential. There is a higher purpose. I see it now. You just do not see it yourselves. You too shall serve Yancy Bin. You too can have an endless breath.
Yeah, but you know, we. So, where is the boss of this whole thing?
You will not fight her.
We will talk. What do you mean, her? Is that woman?
Oh no.
Our
the bone down.
mistress is beyond your approach. She's beyond your reach.
Yeah, well, you know, I have long arms. Where is she?
Fool. You are the ones, aren't you? The ones that have eliminated the water cult.
Yep.
I think we said so 2 seconds ago.
Oh, sorry.
And to punctuate it, I will even pull out the trident drown. and kind of just hold it out like a trophy.
But I think that the air cult here, it seems much more reasonable than the water cult. Where is it?
Of course it is. Cast off the shackles of your old lives.
Yep.
Embrace Yancy Bin.
Yeah, I would like to embrace. Well, I mean, if you tell me where your boss is
for us.
I grab him by the folds of his clothes. I said, "Okay, I'm just about tired of you. Where is the leader of this place?"
He just gives you this bloody Fight Club smile.
I look at the others. Do you still need this guy?
I say the commoners over there might want to have some words with him.
Do you have a way to make him talk?
No. I don't deal with people.
Well, how about we go have a talk again with those guys chained to the pillars outside?
Yeah, they just did not know. Like they wanted to say, but they said we just don't know.
Only true initiates of Yancy Bin, true servants, are allowed to meet Our Lady of the Winds.
I completely understand.
And where would your lady be then?
He just gives you this look as if like he hasn't already heard this question several times from Zardas.
Yeah, but he
For
did.
a gloriously winged creature of wind, you are rather dense.
Oh, Grasak is all yours. Gak is all yours.
Okay. Yeah, it's no use killing him. Might as well since how about we just let the commoners beat him to death?
Oh wait, maybe I have something. Maybe I have something you want to say. I say, hey, you priest, what are these wheels for? Can you tell us that at least?
Such secrets are not.
Oh, I'm so tired of you. I punch him in the face.
Do you punch him to death in the face? Or?
I punch him to knock him out in the face.
Okay. Yes, he seemed. Well, sorry, he's just at 0. I guess the X isn't really there. He seemed to be unwilling to divulge anything. You get the sensation. Well, you can make some insight checks.
Insight. Hey.
You have advantage?
I don't know why I rolled it. I mean, I know why I rolled, but I don't. So it's a 6.
Could I use that advantage from the Redemption? Forgot their name for a moment.
You can,
yeah, you have.
But it's not necessary. Because all of you get the impression that this guy has been indoctrinated, and just like you look at his body, and essentially this is not a regular person. This is someone who looks like they've pushed their body to physical extremes. To like, he looks gaunt and sallow-faced, concave belly, bulging eyes, taut skin that enunciates every bone. He looks like someone who is basically a living skeleton that starved himself out of some kind of fanatical devotion. This is not. This is a person who has extreme willpower and believe in something beyond the mortal coil. You get the sensation that they have an unshakable indoctrination, and this person is not going to be cooperative outside of the realm of magic, in essence.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell on myself.
Okay.
We've been looking at him for a while now. I'm not gonna turn myself into a human, but I will make my clothing magically change into
the stuff that the priests are wearing. I'm gonna make myself look more starved, like they do.
Right.
Basically, try and look like the winged equivalent of one of those priests.
So,
Yeah, you must be like important to them.
Okay. All right. Are you going to? Sorry, which spell are you using?
Disguise self.
Disguise self. All right. So are you dressed in the robes? Are the rest of you still hanging back?
We would
If he wants to do
take.
this, I'll hang back.
I think we'll tie this guy to his own wheel here, and let's go. Let's go farther. I don't see any other doors from here, so yeah, back to the corridor. No?
Something weird's going on
Okay.
with roll 20 for me.
Yeah, I also got kicked out of roll 20. That's why I guess the spell didn't show up.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. It does say that maybe there is some kind of server issue right now, but we shall continue, or at least try to. Hopefully, it resolves itself shortly. It does say there's a status site. Let's check that out.
I don't see anything wrong on the status site. Everything appears to be up.
They did say that they were having some troubles with some shards going down every now and then, that their regular methods just weren't checking up one.
Yeah, there is
Maybe you
actually.
could do that.
Let's see, what is the date today?
The 25th.
Yeah, so let's see. Oh, well, this doesn't really tell you immediately anyway. So, let's try refreshing.
Hey, welcome to Fumbles and Fame.
Yeah, man.
Heyo.
Might have to do this old school otherwise. Oh,
Yeah, my connection
refreshing
keeps-
seems to have broken it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no connection to the server.
It's a shame.
I seem to. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll give it a couple of minutes. Otherwise, unfortunately, guys, all of our stuff is tied to this program. I really, if there was one thing I could critique on Roll20, I would really like to see an offline version that's a little bit more reliable.
Hey, my cat sheet is working.
Your character sheet is working.
Yeah.
Well, that's fortunate. Zardos can still roll. This, you know what? I do have the book.
Let's do it off style, man. Come on, improvise.
Yeah. So let me see.
I don't have my character sheet. It doesn't
But yes,
seem since
okay.
I read it from scratch.
So, Gak, you've cast Disguise Self on yourself.
Yes.
This guy is still unconscious. What kind of... Are any of the others doing any kind of setup to help your deception? Or is it still like the other guys have him tied up and captured and whatnot?
Yeah, what's the plan here, Gak? Well, what are you
I figure I could scout a bit like this.
All right.
Maybe figure out some more about the way this cult operates or where they are located in this complex.
Okay.
At least I should be able to move freely without getting attacked immediately.
Do you want some backup, Gak?
Okay.
In case something goes wrong?
I can fly pretty fast if I have to.
Because I could just shift into a smaller creature and just hide in one of your pockets.
That
want
would
to
be that would be a good idea. Sure.
All right.
That's
You
a
want
good
a
idea.
songbird, rat? Let's hear what you had to
do you
say
have
first.
something that lives in the air?
A songbird? Any type of creature
Yeah.
that you've seen in everyday
I think
life?
a songbird would be
You can't
more
transform
appropriate
into,
here.
You can't transform into flying creatures at the moment.
Ah,
Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me.
However,
yeah.
an ostrich or a chicken, perhaps, or something that is a flightless bird, a penguin.
Penguin.
An emu. You want an emu?
An
No,
emu.
no emu.
But so
Is this
you,
Kappa
you,
in being
I mean,
a
if you,
You are
if you
not-
turn into a rat, I can. You can sit in my pocket or something. Sure.
Gak, your disguise self also creates clothes for you.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
changes my clothes and my equipment
Okay, so
and
we
everything.
can wear the clothes of the other, right?
Potentially, yeah.
I guess so.
Okay. Then,
The only problem I can see with that is you don't look all skinny and gaunt, so they might
I
just.
know, but I'll do the Conan thing. We'll make me think of Conan again when he dresses up like this buffed up priest. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll wear their city clothes.
Yeah. Although we haven't seen any of these priests use lights in here, so if you need to use lights to move around, that
What
might also
are
be
they humans?
suspicious.
These priests, or
They are humans.
so they had
In
some
this
light?
room, that they have light on?
They technically on the map it doesn't say so, but I'm assuming they have some kind of.
Some kind of light.
They,
Okay,
they
very well.
can't see in
So,
the dark. However,
maybe I'm like the exchange student from the water cult.
one you can. I would say you can roll some insight checks, but roll 20 is not working. Funnily enough, it's the first time it's done this on stream where it's been an issue.
I rolled a 19 plus 120. Man, my cat sheet is working. I'm actually in 20 and I see everything.
I mean, I can still roll. It's just nobody else can see our rolls except for the person who rolled it.
Maybe something's happening now. I can see in the chat. See if you can. Can you access your character sheets at least?
I can.
Nope, I can't.
I cannot.
I am trying.
Okay, so we're just without the map. All right.
Hey, Gak, you have a fantastic new token, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a
beautiful.
really great drawing.
Yeah, who did that?
I don't know. Yeah, you did. It was a great job. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Fausto has actually drawn the entire crew from Princess of the Apocalypse.
Yeah, we have to share it. With
Yeah.
Since the map isn't working, maybe you could show that picture.
I can't
How?
actually download it because I'm using Discord to do the video, so I can't do it without fucking things up even more.
All right.
So, could someone then give me a roll? If someone wants, they can investigate these giant wheels to try and deduce what they're for.
Yeah. What was my insight for?
Your insight was for trying to determine whether or not this priest could be made to talk.
Ah, okay. No, sure. Okay, then yeah. So yeah, the wheels. What do you want? Investigation?
Investigation? Sure.
I don't know. Yeah. I have a 7. They are wheels.
They are indeed wheels.
Okay, I'm supposing they're like digging a well or something. I don't know why.
Okay.
Does it look like the axle of the wheel goes up through the ceiling or down into the floor? Or like both, maybe?
You want to make your own roll?
I don't know my investigation, and I don't have my character sheet.
Just roll d20.
Do you have a d20?
Yeah. I can actually roll in roll 20, but
I got a 9.
I rolled a 4, so it doesn't matter.
You can't really tell up from down at this point in time.
I got a 9.
Man, guys, come on. Jesus.
Look, this thing is weird. I've never seen anything like it. It's not quite a tree, so I can't tell you what it does.
How do you even know that the cults are evil?
What is evil? Are we evil? I think maybe we're evil.
No. Or maybe with those rules you do. Alright. So, sorry to the audience that we can't really be visual at the moment, and this is really stuffing up our game. If it doesn't come back online in the next couple of minutes or so, we might have to call it early tonight. because it is very disruptive. So yeah, but can you? Ooh. Do you have a URL to that picture, Fausto?
What do I have?
Do you have a
A
URL to your picture?
A
link.
I guess.
I could post it in the Twitch chat.
Let's see if it works.
Okay, there
I
we
just
go.
copied them into Discord as well.
People can follow that link and see, since everyone I assume is in the chat that is watching. So if you follow the link, you can see the wonderful picture of Zardas and Ayu, Grozek, Everil, and Gak, of course. Wonderfully rendered by our very own Fausto.
Just saying, man, if your job falls through, you can become a guy who commissions for art.
You can.
Work from home. Spend all your day drawing.
You never know, dreams can come true.
So what do you think, Ben? Can we do this or not?
I think we might have to call it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fair enough, though.
In the chat, someone suggested doing a Q&A.
Sure, let's take questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We can do that. So
Or we can just talk BS the whole thing. I mean,
that's what we do anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't that all D&D is?
Okay.
All right. Falso is really good at this stuff. Yay. All right. Are you all right? Don't suggest doing a Q&A and then don't ask a question. So
Yeah,
what-
that's true. I will start asking questions then.
Alright.
So, Ben,
Yes.
how? What's the ideal innkeeper? What was that? Okay, I don't know what the ideal. I don't know. Anybody can. Oh, guys, I think 20 just came back online.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it's still down for me. Oh,
Yep, it's in. The ideal innkeeper is the one that does not spit in the glass that's just about to serve you drinks in. I would like to fight against that stereotype of the tavern keeper or innkeeper. Every time you enter in a place, the first thing he does is like, and he spits the
into
glass, and then he spits. No, this needs to stop. I will always ask for a clean glass.
That's
So, yeah.
understandable.
Hmm.
Let's see if we've got anything here. It's
I am guilty of this stereotype.
My roll 20 still gives an error.
as
I'm
not
back
getting...
in roll
Oh,
20.
wait. Oh,
Oh.
we have a picture.
We're on.
It looks like we're back on. Although we're going to answer these questions.
Are there more
awesome.
questions?
Or
It's cool flavor.
It was only one. Oh, god damn it.
or Gag, the
Do
ideal
you
innkeeper would
wear
probably add
your
an
pants?
extra
know that
worm to the
Tutaki
tequila.
is a dwarf, so yeah, what do you expect?
Well, Exilium did ask an important question. Do we all wear pants?
Do we?
No.
Usually.
Oh, a belt too! You're such an Italian.
I in
You
fact
don't wear a
wear
belt? What is this? Don't wear a belt?
No. Wait, why
I
would
don't
do
need
that
to wear
when
a
I'm at
belt.
home?
I only wear a belt at work.
What do you mean? Your pants don't fall off?
I'm
It's
usually.
not really an
we,
issue.
we buy our pants fitted.
Yeah. I in fact don't need to wear a belt because I always wear nursing scrubs. Extra pockets, and it comes with its own little string tie.
Yeah.
I mean, the
But-
Italian inside me is crying, but that's fine.
Now here comes the
I used to
crazy
work
question.
a nursing job, so.
Oh,
So.
wait, so you don't, but you still wear scrubs?
Yeah. I no longer work it, but I still wear them. They're comfy as hell. If
Okay,
you have a
I
chance
will-
to pick them up, I recommend it.
I would like
fucking
to.
people ever
I would
get.
like to quote my good girlfriends of TLC and say, "I don't want no grubs." Okay, so let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so explain to me one more time this plan. So the plan is not to try and get more information out of this cultist. The plan is to go through this area.
Infiltrate.
in
Yes.
Well,
disguise.
I'm hardly the kind to bluff my way through this place, so I figure it's easier to just silently move through and
Yeah.
like
All right.
look like a stern priest just flying through.
All right. Why don't you give me a performance check with advantage for your illusion? Just to give us some sort of
Yes.
benchmark. One thing that you would have noticed with the inside is that the priests are very gaunt, and Zardas, your
Yeah.
huge
That's,
muscles are kind of the opposite of that. Just like you're bright enough to realize that, even if you can't figure out what this room does.
Okay. My character sheet is still loading. One moment. Performance, right? With advantage.
Yes, with advantage. Let's see what you can do.
Hey,
Wow. So yes,
I attack him.
it's pretty much.
It's too much like one of them.
So yeah, I won't be zooming around, but like slowly, like flying, almost more like floating, just like slowly moving through the hallways, looking
look like
stern.
you're a totally
gaunt.
zen with the wind. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? So you're leaving this guy just unconscious there?
I tie him
I
up
will
at the
kill
wheel.
You tie him to the wheel.
I mean, if Aberrol is doing this, fine. I mean,
I
have
will
no
go
worries.
with Gak as a small mouse.
Yeah, I'll put you in a pocket, sure.
If things go south, just
So
throw me in the
just for your
first
info, I shared the text for this guy's self.
oh yeah, actually, we got a great idea from your. We should tie him up at one of the pillars so that he can live only on air like the other guys.
He looks already like he does already live on air.
Well, you know, in a couple of days he will think differently.
Nah.
No, okay. Hammer to the face it is. Go, Aberrol.
You think these guys have like a fast thing going on, where if they eat, they feel really bad?
Maybe.
Maybe we can make him break some of his vows.
That's thinking outside of the box.
Let's just leave him be.
Okay, so Zardas is, in any case, leaving this room and heading... Oh, crap, why is this not loaded?
Yeah, Gak, do your thing. I'll just stay like 2 feet behind
Yeah, I will fly in. These are all doorways. I will fly up this hallway, past these pillars.
Hang on a sec. Okay. Past the pillars. Alright. It, Oh, come on. Roll 20 on my other copy. My DM copy is mucking up a little bit. Alright. Okay. So, you, let's see. I need the text information here again. Because we lost it in the resets. Okay, so you're coming to A16. So now with a bit more light, you can see that you pass these obelisks with the initiates, and you can see that you have arrived at this sort of like, I guess, canal or moat, perhaps. Let's see.
Water? Is there water?
There is water there.
Yeah.
There's not much light in the water, and it's hard to see through it. But you can see that walls of smoothly chiseled stone enclose, I guess with a light, you'd guess that it's about 20 feet deep, maybe. An underground stream pours into the moat from some unseen area. You can definitely see there's a flow and hear the sounds of a waterfall just somewhere to the northwest. And you can actually just see the edge of it there. And you can give me a perception check, Gak.
Perception.
20. Looking down into the water, you actually see a stone figure wading its way in a very orderly fashion. Let's see. Walking at the bottom of the moat, and it sort of just makes its way slowly in a sort of like in an odd as if it's following a particular route. You can also see that there appears to be some kind of mechanism in the moat which you deduce might actually be attached to the stone wheels in some way.
Okay. Yeah. I do make a hand symbol again towards Sada's, pointing more or less where I see the stone figure walking through the water.
A
So
stone
you would be
figure is
aware.
walking?
Or didn't you say walking, or was he
Yeah.
swimming?
No, he's walking along the bottom like a stone golem is not gonna swim.
Okay, a stone golem.
Does if I keep looking at it for a little while, does it look like it's moving in to attack the air cult, or is it like patrolling, or?
It's patrolling. It's very hard to tell looking into these darkened waters very much, but it looks like it's sort of basically where it's standing from where you are. You pretty much can't see it anymore because of the light situation and the depth of the water. So someone with light traveling underwater could probably see better, or if you sort of move so that you're above it and can look down, you might see
Yeah,
it.
okay. I won't pay too much attention. It's 20 feet deep, and if it's like a golem, it's not gonna climb out very quickly, so...
The walls are very smooth, so it doesn't look like it could.
Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't look like a threat right now. That's what I'm guessing, so... Yeah, plus I'm floating. Anyway, above this moat and this area where I'm in, is the ceiling also higher, or is it still like 15?
Yes, the ceiling here actually rises. Let's see, how far does your light extend? It's like
I don't use light. I have 90 feet dark vision.
Okay, well then you can see that the ceiling rises to a height of 75 feet, and you can barely see that the waterfall feeds into some kind of chasm which plummets into darkness.
So there's also a wall before.
What appears to be some kind of large well, let's see. Let's see. They haven't put this in a logical manner here. Okay, so a deep moat surrounds what looks to be a plaza consisting of a step pyramid encircled by a stone walkway. Stone colonnades to the north and east span the moat and connect the plaza to the other parts of the ruined dwarven enclave. A short bridge spans the moat to the south, which is where you're standing, and holding up the bridge are colonnades made of enormous statues of dwarves submerged up to their necks. Perched atop the pyramid and watching over the vault, you do spot a humanoid figure in a feathered cloak, mounted on a large draconic creature. The water in the moat flows west before plunging over the edge. And you see that this figure is looking down at you in particular, Gak, as expectantly. And he makes a... he holds up his hands to make this sort of like symbol that reminds you... Oh, it might not quite be that one. Which one is it? It'd be like sort of more like this.
Like the air element symbol that we saw.
It does look like some kind of hand signal.
Yeah. Okay. So like an upside down triangle, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah. I repeat that symbol.
Alright. He sort of nods and remains vigilant, watching your progress, but you do notice him like checking out other areas at times. It appears your disguise, at least from this distance, is working. Now, how are you dressed?
I'm just in like mouse form, in like his pocket.
Oh, that's right, yes. Okay, so yeah, it's not an issue at the moment for you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna roll a d. 1, 2. I'm moving north. So basically cross the bridge and try and go this way around the pyramid towards the north.
Alright. So you can see that just a glimpse at the golem is making slow progress around. And you can see a set of double doors that lead inside the step pyramid. Zardus and Everil and Grazak, what are you guys up to?
I couldn't actually tell you because I cannot see Roll20.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
What would you like to be?
Yes. I can see that Zardas and Everil and I've moved Grazak out there are in the hallway where the obelisks are with the cultists tied to them.
Did we see that thing that Gak saw?
You do not have you can't see that far into the dark. Like
No.
it's at the top of the pyramid, and Gak didn't say anything, so...
You might have seen me make a hand symbol against someone though, but that's about it. Yeah, if I start speaking out loud in here, it might also blow my cover or right away.
Okay, so I don't know that there is a guy on a wall. Stuff like that.
You do not know. No, you might have an indication that there's something in there. Like, I assume you have some basic hand signals, which would indicate, like, you know, like 2 enemies.
Quantity. 2
Yeah.
enemies. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. Okay. Okay, then I make a hand symbol back to Gak. Like, I extend my thumb on one side of my ear. I make it cross through my neck until the other ear.
Okay.
Okay.
Kill the motherfucker.
Unfortunately, the echoes of the waterfall drown out the whisper.
Yeah, I guess we could. I will move down by the pyramid and put Ayu on the closest, the lowest step, I guess. Or how high are these steps?
No,
Or
it's a step pyramid. So if you, I don't know if you studied any
Like a
ancient history,
like
but
a
the very
cigarette.
yes, it's more like a ziggurat, like the very earliest pyramid. So think more like a, it sort of like goes like a a ziggurat.
So it's like it's landing, wall, landing, wall,
Yeah,
land.
exactly.
okay, yeah.
So it's
Okay.
probably like 10 or 15 feet on each step.
Yeah, no, then just put you down on the walkway. And I will draw my bow. Sure.
Mouse salute.
Okay. Let's see. I need to double check something. You can see that the cultist is getting onto the beast, and it doesn't seem particularly worried at the moment. Aside from the fact that he does seem a little bit more alert. So he's not quite there yet. Just for the sake of things, he appears to be riding something draconic. You could give me a nature check, anyone who can see it.
Yeah.
How far away is it?
You can probably see it now.
Because as a mouse, I only have a dark vision of like 30 feet.
I can
Right.
see it.
Now you can't probably see it, but Zardos can, and Zardos can, and Gak. Wait, no, Gak hasn't rolled.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, okay, right.
I don't know why my name isn't showing on it though.
I don't either.
It's because all the stuff previous was you, so it's just kind of rounding it all in.
Okay.
Ah, yes,
yeah.
So you can always do it in your character sheet, so it permanently says which character it is as well.
Yeah, I did it through my character sheet.
Yeah, but there's a setting which says like so it
okay.
always tells you which person is rolling.
Okay, yeah.
You guys think it's a wyvern,
Okay.
not a true dragon. So it sort of swoops down. You said you were raising your bow.
Yeah. I was drawing my bow. I haven't raised it towards anyone specific yet.
Okay. So you're letting him swoop down to land?
Do I see Zardos moving closer?
It's up to you guys if you want to move closer or not.
Zardos?
If I see it touching the ground, I will charge at it.
Okay. In which case, I guess we're rolling initiative.
Okay.
One way or another.
One way or not.
Okay.
If somebody could roll 20 for me, because I really cannot do anything in roll 20. It's giving me the
Yep. Okay. I will. It's weird that it's still doing it, but yeah, sure. It's.
might be on my end
Have you refreshed?
several times.
All right. And recently.
Mouse you.
Mouse you.
Look, if you ever feel the need to chuck me in his face, just do it. If I take damage, I revert back, so he's gonna get an entire lady to the face.
I mentioned I was putting you down before I will
Yes.
draw my weapon. So
So ironically, Zardas, you have the initiative.
Okay, did they notice me already, or?
It sort of lands and they begin to look up, but
So it did land.
yes, it just as it lands, you said you want to charge in. So
Yeah, okay,
you,
very well.
You have the initiative.
Okay, then what I would like to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5.
I at least honor that.
Okay. I mean, that little beastie, it's innocent, I think. So I'm going to go and charge in and attack the guy, the dude.
All right.
I'm gonna give him a rage
Okay.
this time. So bonus action rage, and then I'm going to attack him recklessly because you haven't lived. If you haven't lived recklessly, and here we go. An 18.
Oh, damn it, the API is not working.
I love how you rolled an 18 for 18 damage.
I hope it hits.
Let's see. An 18 will hit. Yes, he is.
Is he wearing armor?
He is wearing mage armor.
Oh, okay. Damn you, mage armor. Okay, so I'm raging, so it's 26 points of damage.
That really hurt him. There
is more where that came from.
I bet there is.
That's it. A 17 this time.
That will also hit.
For 23 points of damage.
Alright, let me just... I just noticed that the API has crashed, so I want to make sure... maybe I can fix it. Looks like it. Alright, great. So, hang on a sec, I've just got to fix the tokens. If that will work. Doesn't look like it will. Okay.
So 49 in total.
49 in total is enough to kill him outright.
Oof.
That was
Ow.
And in fact, how much was in the second one?
23.
So if you want, some additional damage can go through to the wyvern.
Does she look like aggressive rider is dead, or? I'm gonna risk it. I'm not going to attack it. I'm gonna risk it.
Okay. Alright. Gak, what do you want to do?
Yeah, okay, the guy is already dead, so the wyvern can I yeah, it's a dragon. I don't think I can use like animal handling to try and calm it down.
No. First, it's not an animal, and second, it's too intelligent. It's not very intelligent, but too intelligent for that.
Okay.
And is it aggressive or?
It looks pretty pissed.
It looks aggressive. Okay, go out,
Yeah.
go back.
Okay, I push myself into the air. And I start shooting at it.
Okay.
It's pretty big, so I will use my. Wait. Normal, no advantage. So that was an 8.
That is a miss.
A 21
That will definitely hit.
for 20 piercing damage.
Alright.
And since it's the first round of combat, I get 3 attacks. So
Unfortunately,
8, 12.
a 12 will miss.
Okay. So I would push myself around 40 feet into the air.
Okay.
Like basically halfway up towards the ceiling.
Yep. Crossack. You are probably around about... Even if you make a double move, I don't think you can make it quite to the wyvern this round.
I will then move and do a produce flame.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a produce flame. You say, all right. So let's roll for that. Oh, a crit! So the fire goes hurtling past Zardas and strikes the wyvern, dealing a total of 14 points of fire damage. Wait.
Wow. 48?
14.
It's not bad for 48.
Yeah, 48. Alright. Everil. Moving up, I see.
Your mic is muted, Everil, I think.
Yes, it was. So I will move up to there, and I will use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom.
Right.
Twice as loud, because it's up to 3 times as loud. So yeah, I will make it twice as loud, and I say, "Halt, you magnificent creature!"
Okay. It does not seem to understand you.
Not even
and
when I'm speaking Aran?
your voice echoes throughout the entire temple.
In Aran.
Yeah, in Oren, I understand that.
Okay.
It
Okay.
doesn't understand you.
Okay. That's it.
Let's see, Mouse you.
Since how bad does it look off? I assume it's not looking too good, but
No, it looks rather tough, actually. So,
Okay.
You think it could take quite a few more of those arrows?
I will move up. But I'm not gonna do anything for now. I'm just gonna watch.
Okay.
I'm just looking for any signs that this beast might be looking for a way to get out of this fight and survive the day.
All right.
If that makes.
At the moment, it does not. And indeed,
I'll just wait then.
all right. Let's see. One with its bite and one with its stinger. It doesn't have a bite here. Okay. It is going to use its stinger to attack at Gak, since you just fired upon it.
Gak?
Yes.
Yo.
That is nasty. That is a crit on a 27. So this stinger flies through the air, hits you right in the neck, and you
It's
take.
throwing its stinger?
Yep. It has a stinger. Oh wait,
Does
hang
it does it detach from its...
on.
Is it one of those like weird Monster Hunter things where it can shoot
Oh, it's only
spikes from
got
its tail?
a reach of 10 feet. Sorry. In which case, unfortunately, it's going for Zardas.
I mean, I should shut up, right? But
Yeah. So Zardas, you take. Let's see. You'll need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can reduce that poison damage to just a mere 27, which you do.
yeah, well, basically, I don't know why Roll20 does this thing, but
you
the
are
76 are not doubled.
all dice are doubled on a crit.
Of course, but not those that come from the
Oh
saving
right,
throw.
because it's a saving
Yeah.
throw base. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, so
So
half
it's
of-
10 plus 13, 23 damage.
Yes. Which would have felled a less mighty creature, and then it tries to claw at you, which it
That
misses.
misses. Yeah.
Zardas, it is your turn.
I mean, I could have loved you, but you chose differently. So yeah, I'm going to smack it to death.
For some reason, you're just not that friendly with creatures of flight.
No, that's true. I hate them. Okay, here we go. Took. You crit me, I crit you. So that's just the way it is.
How much damage is that in total?
Let me count that for you.
Thank you.
55 points of damage.
It is barely standing. Well,
And
by
second
Wyvern
attack.
accounts, yep.
By women account. And second attack. That would be a miss.
It is a miss.
But I did crit, so I have a bonus action to attack it again. And here we go. A 20 for another 22 points of damage.
It is still up, but barely.
I did what I could.
Gak.
Yeah, I'll I missed 2 of my 3 shots earlier, so I'm gonna take my regular shots, not as risky anymore. 13.
It's barely a hit.
Okay, that's 10 piercing.
Alright, you slay the creature.
Okay.
So it falls to the ground with a horrible screech. Its head sort of slumping so that it's hanging over the edge of the bridge. And you guys sort of like, this was a very swift, firing off weapons very quickly. The initiates that are tied to the obelisks are sort of out of it to the point where they don't know what they're seeing. They've got 4 levels of exhaustion. But Everil just shouted out in Orin with this immense voice. Something about a magnificent beast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I need to double check something.
Well, I'm gonna do as the mouse do and go climb back up into this guy's pocket.
You hear the sounds of a door opening behind you. And a figure pops up around the corner and calls out in Orin, "Who are you talking about?" And you look around and see that there is a figure in studded leather. He looks to be an elf.
Fucking
And
elf.
and he says, "Who are you and what are you doing here? You have 5 seconds to explain yourself."
I was certainly not calling out to you, vermin.
A smile curls onto his lips. Did Everil just make a good decision or a bad decision? We're going to have to find out next time. Thanks for hanging with us today, guys. This will be a longer combat, I imagine. So it looks like the action will be starting next week as well. Quite early. However, technical difficulties today, as usual. Something went wrong, which is a tradition on Fumbles and Fame here. And but
No fame without the fumbles.
Nonetheless, we have had a good time, I hope, tonight. We will be back in another 2 weeks with this adventure continuing, but also join us on Monday night, where we will have the next session of our Tales from the Yawning Portal campaign. Pretty much all of us are in the same group, barring Jay, and then we have David instead. So join us then. And check out the events on the channel this week. I could probably have a quick squiz for anyone who's a bit lazy. So it looks like we have our traditional... oh, is there nothing actually in the pipeline?
Saturday it's LMOP, Lost Minds of Found Elder.
Ah, there you go. So we can't see it. Join our Discord channel if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter. Is there anything else anyone else wants to add? We probably have DDO tomorrow night as well on channel, right?
I do. I want to say something to our viewers.
Yes.
I love you all.
Aw.
You're all
That's
beautiful.
all.
Yes. Without you guys, we would just be talking to ourselves. Which would do anyway.
Like every D&D party does. I mean,
It
okay, that's
makes
fine.
the game interesting. Reina, I owe you a disadvantage next time. I didn't really get much of a chance to use it.
I'm sorry, I killed too quick. I know.
That was rather quick, yes.
I was hoping the wyvern would at least survive my next turn.
Well, we'll never know what you were going to do. But yes, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's nice to see you guys being so much more active in chat lately. We appreciate it, and it gives us something more interesting to add to our game. So let's say bye for now then, and we'll see you guys next week. So bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.